Hi, everybody. This is the podcast for the Pop Rocks Radio Show. Tuesday, March the 10th, 2015. Had a outstanding, just fantastic show tonight with Tony West, lead vocalist and frontman for the fantastic street rock band Blacklist Union. They're out of LA and just awesome. If you haven't heard these guys, really need to give them a listen. They just kick ass, man. Just a great rock and roll band. And Tony's just a really cool cat. He's the real deal, man. He just brings it. Anyhow, that's going to play just as soon as we hear a couple quick words from our show sponsors. Really appreciate your continued support of them. Remember, that's how we pay for the show. And also, when ordering from them, please use my code, POPROCKS, in the little space they're provided. That way they know where you're coming from, and they're happy, I'm happy, everybody's happy, man. Everybody's happy. And that's the way we all want to be. Okay, here is the show. Enjoy.
Hey, I really need to get some new clothes. It's been forever since I've been shopping.
I know what you mean. It's been forever for me, too. You know, I've been hearing about this website, an online rock and roll clothing store called Metal Babe Mayhem. We should totally check it out.
Good idea. Here it is. www.metalbabemayhem.com.
Oh, wow, those shirts are really cool.
I love the lips and bones design. Check out the jewelry. I love these guitar pick necklaces and earrings.
Let's place an order.
All right. Want a tank top and a necklace.
I'm definitely going to get some things for myself. Ooh, and I want to check out the men's section, get something for my boyfriend.
Oh, wow. They have stuff for men, too?
Yeah, they do. Oh my gosh, I'm definitely getting this skull t-shirt for my boyfriend.
I'm so glad that we checked out Metal Babe Mayhem online. This stuff rocks!
Blog Talk Radio.
Hello and welcome, everybody. I'm your host, pop art painter Jamie Roxx, and this is the Pop Rocks Radio Show. I'm very excited tonight, extremely excited. We've got Tony West, the lead vocalist and main Blacklist Union, one of my favorite bands. Tony, how you doing?
Oh, I've been better. I'm alive and well, smack in the middle of hell as usual.
Uh-oh. What's going on, Tony? What happened?
Just rock and roll is filled with drama and bullshit all the time, you know what I mean? It's the ones that can deal with that. It's never ending. From the industry to the musicians, to the managers, to the people that work for you, it's just a whole bunch of bullshit. And if you can deal with it and survive it and not let it get you sick or make you insane, usually you can have some sort of career.
I hear you. Now, for those who don't know, there's a great track or a great CD called Back To Momo, and
yeah,
there's a little tongue-in-cheek there, folks. Some of the great tracks on there are Alive and Well, Smack in the Middle of Hell, Superjaded, et cetera, et cetera. Evil Eye. That's awesome, man. I like.
Evil Eye is one of my favorites. It's actually about my mother. So.
I know that.
Yeah, and it's I'm no joke, no bullshit guy, and it's no secret I have a lot of angst. And at this point in my life, I've worked so hard with Blacklist Union, and I've just dealing with one thing after the other. So it's all in the music, it's all in the lyrics, all the frustration, aggravation, of course, the triumphs and victories as well.
You guys have been playing since 2005, 2004, something like that?
Yep, we started writing after the morning, the first CD at the end of 2004, and so it's been 11 years now.
Can you believe that? Does it seem like 11 years, or does it seem like it in like a million and it seems like 2?
It seems like 20 years.
I gotcha. You've done a lot in 11 years, though. You know what I mean? Man, I'm telling you, that was.
I got to work with a lot of I got to work with a lot of great guys. I worked with guys in Saliva who are friends of mine. I got to work with Hunt Sales. I worked with Todd on the new Back To Momo CD. And I've got to work with a lot of great guys, and I've got to work with a lot of assholes, too. And sometimes those assholes can really knock you down, especially when they come at you at first where they're your best buddy. They're all about it. They got the team and the product and the brand at heart, and that's all they care about. And you find out shortly later that's not the case. And in LA, people think it's a mecca of music and musicians, and it's just not. It's a mecca of bullshit and amateur hour, and we got promoters that have ulterior motives and politics to play their clubs, and it's destroyed the music business or the music scene in LA. There's no music scene, and even the people in LA have destroyed themselves because all they do is talk shit and hate on each other. Therefore, there's no scene left. You know what I mean? So
I lived in San Diego for about 10 years, and we used to go, because I honestly thought, naively maybe, I was always like, hey, let's go up. I thought LA was going to be like what I remember seeing in all the videos and on Headbangers Ball and all that growing up.
Yeah.
We rolled up there, and it wasn't. I mean, I'm like,
it's not at all.
And I was like, felt gypped. I was like, come on, man. Where's all the
majority of the people? I'm originally from New York, and I can tell you that the way the people act in LA, 99% of it would get 99% of them would get their ass kicked in New York City. You know what I mean?
You know, Tony, funny you say that, because I used to do, when I lived out there for 10 years, and I'd do various businesses and whatnot. And I grew up in Detroit, and I used to tell people before I started doing business.
Detroit's no joke either.
I would say, guys, understand, I'm not from here. I'm not going to put up with flakiness, and, that doesn't play with me.
Detroit's a lot like New York, almost more. Detroit is no joke. You don't want to fuck with people in Detroit, man. It's the same thing with New York. You will get your ass beat. And that's where the school I come from. I grew up with punk rock in New York City, hardcore, and CBGBs, and the Cro-Mags, and, of course, the Ramones, and the Exploited, and GBH. And that was my scene. And then, of course, when Warrior Soul came around, and Guns N' Roses, and Alice in Chains, I always wanted to do a mixture of rock with punk rock. I think Guns, one of the things that was so amazing about Guns N' Roses was they had a punk rock elements, like their attitude, looking
completely
punk rock. That to me is real. And Guns N' Roses, if you read their books, they weren't playing with Poison Warrant. They were playing with Social Distortion and Fear. You know what I mean? It's a big difference. I'm so tired. You caught me in a place now where I'm at in my career and life where I'm so sick of the bullshit, man. It's like I just been there, done it. It's, man, I don't know where to go from here. But
you're rocking though.
The CD.
You're still rocking it.
Yeah,
it's great stuff, man. You still bringing it. It's there's no question about it. And that's one of the things I really like about
it. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I really like that about Blacklist Union because they're a rock band. I like it because the genre, it's called street rock, which to me is the same thing as real rock. This is the real deal, man. Yeah, that's there ain't a bunch of guys with ponytails in a suit.
Yeah, with fucking tutus and pearls on and shit.
Exactly. No focus groups with Blacklist Union. It just doesn't happen that way. That's awesome.
And it's not easy to find the real McCoys in a forest of fakeness. It's really hard. Yeah.
Let's give people a taste. We've got 4 tracks queued up that Allison sent over. Hey, shout out to Allison too. Allison rocks. I like Allison a lot, and she always does I love working with her. She gets just always spot on.
She's one of the only people that I've known in Los Angeles who actually does what they say they're going to do and follows through. And I'm telling you, man, she's one of the only people. And I've been there a long time. I've been in Los Angeles, dude. And I don't say that lightly, and I can count on her. I have another guy that works for me named Morgan. He's like, I trust the guy with my children and with money. Right. He works for me. That's so hard in Los Angeles, dude. It's so hard.
That's
I appreciate them both.
Oh yeah, definitely. She sent over. This is what we got. We've got one special we're going to play later in the show. So I'm going to read you these 3 to see what we should hit people with first, so they get a idea. I don't know if they haven't heard Blacklist Union. I don't know where they've been, but we're gonna give them a taste of it. I've got Alabama Slammer. I've got Alive and Smack in the Middle of Hell, and After the Morning, and then the surprise one we'll play a little later. What do you think, Tony? What should we hit people with first?
We can hit them with the first thing that we ever came out with, and that was After the Morning in 2006, which was a tribute to Bianca from Betty Blowtorch. That song and record is a tribute to her.
Very cool. Here it is. This is After the Morning, Blacklist Union. Check it out, everybody. Outstanding. After the Morning, Blacklist Union. That was classic from 2006. What am I saying, man? What am I saying? Now, Tony, that's awesome. You guys, that came out in 2006, and you were saying that's a tribute. Explain a little bit more on that.
Bianca from Betty Blowtorch, we dated the year before she died. We went through a bunch of emotional stuff, and we were mad at each other. We were in an argument when she died, and it really destroyed me for a good 4 years, and that was in tribute of her and the mark she left on me, and she was such an angel and messenger for me, and I was really in love with her at one point, and that's what that record and it's about. And of course, surviving in the streets, definitely in that.
Well, that's a good lesson to us all too. We get mad and get into these situations, and you just never know. That could be a
Yeah, I've been shown numerous times that it can all change in an instant. In fact, 10 days after the morning was released, my ex-wife, who I was married to for 10 years, died. So I was thrown right back into the mourning phase that I just had gotten out of, and that's a whole other story.
Ooh, well, I'm sorry you had to go through that, man. That's rough. That is.
The one thing is, I'm not the only one, and I've had many people reach out to me and say that how my songs, the Blacklist Union songs, have helped them get through those troubling, painful times, and that's the best compliment I can ever have. That alone makes all this bullshit, nonstop bullshit you have to deal with, worth it. Because if there's one kid or one person that I give that effect to or message to, man, it's all worth it, dude. We're only here for a short-ass time. I have no time for bullshit at all. I mean, at this point in my life, I don't have time for it. And in fact, it's making me sick now. I can't even stomach it. But so I'm not the only one, and I'm not a victim of my life. I'm just participating in life, and this is stuff that happens in life. It's the good, the bad, and the ugly. So we're left here to deal with it. And I can tell you, if you drink and use behind it, it's just going to prolong the agony. You have to walk through it slow with just yourself. And it's rough. It's a harsh look in the mirror, and believe me, you can lose your mind in the process.
Oh, and you can waste a lot of time. If you have been partying, this is something I myself discovered. I used to party pretty hard, and then when you don't, you just look at it and you're like, man, I'm getting all this stuff done. I've got all this, and I'm doing this, and this is happening, and that's happening. Yeah, because my focus isn't on bad stuff.
Drugs and alcohol is a full-time job.
Oh, yeah.
So, at least me.
And Tony, you're probably a lot like me. We all have our stories and stuff, and you see these celebs and stuff and you look and go, oh, that's adorable. Not that you're trying to compete with these people, but I see some of these people like in the news or whatever, and I'm just like, oh, 3 months and you couldn't handle it. I gotcha.
Yeah, I'm so lost with today's celebrity, or what they call celebrity nowadays.
Exactly.
And I haven't watched the news in years because it's so toxic. And I see magazines in the supermarket about this guy or that girl, and I don't know who the hell these people are. And then these reality shows, that's a whole another bunch of bullshit.
Exactly. We watch that game show network. That's our big thing as opposed to reality. Yeah,
I like Boomerang myself, the cartoon channel.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Hey, to shift gears a little bit, I wanted to let everybody know, because this is pretty cool. You guys just did your a commercial, which was just released, on the 6th, for your promo, and this is going to be played on, what was Allison telling me? It's going to be on VH1 Metal or something?
Possibly that Metal show, who knows?
That Metal show, that's very cool.
I think Eddie Trunk's a pompous little prick, dude, and that guy has no finger on the pulse of rock and roll at all. He's talking about shit that came out 30 years ago. And the guy's ego is so incredibly huge, you can't even fit in the same room with the guy. And he shows no new bands any love. And that's the real fucking deal. And if I get banned from his show, or he don't like me because I say that shit, you know what? I don't give a fuck.
There you go.
I swear to God, dude. You know what I mean? And guess what? It all comes down to the money. You know what I mean? If we give him the money to run the commercials, guess what? He's going to take the money. You know what I mean? So he's just another tool, dude. Are you going to bring on rock stars from 30 years ago? Okay, yeah, believe me, I respect those guys. I grew up with listening to their stuff. I know some of them. But the point is, you have to give love to the new blood, or else we're just going to be all spinning in circles.
I hear you. Hear you.
It's few and far between where there's really kick-ass bands anymore. It's not something that's common. So. And
you're right. And every so often you're surprised. You'll hear something or see something or get turned on.
Yeah.
And let's face it, it's usually some band that's opening or something, and you're at the show and you're like, "Oh, that's cool. That's something new." That happens to me a lot. I rarely. I used to be the kind of guy that would be like, "It doesn't matter if we get to the show until the headliner gets." Now I make it a point to get there to see the opening act.
Yeah. Sometimes that could be a little rough too, because places like the Whiskey Dude out here in LA, or some of these pay-to-play places, they'll make these kids that don't know any better sell tickets on pay-to-play essentially, And these promoters haven't even listened to their demo. Like, they don't give a shit, you know what I mean? Because those opening bands who are clueless and that promoters are taking advantage of just want the honor to play with their heroes or whatever. But in the reality is that those opening bands paying for their heroes, they're paying for their heroes. The money they're giving the club is going to the headliner. You know what I mean? So who wins? Who wins in that? I think the club wins.
And really, the club should be selling whiskey. That's their selling beer. That's their thing, man. That's how that should work. That's a rough scene out there for a band, especially up and coming and whatnot. I've seen the pay to play thing happen anywhere except LA, and I don't know. Maybe it goes down in New York like that. I don't think so.
It does happen in other places, yeah. From what I gather, everything comes down to a buy on. When labels were really around, was like they would buy onto a tour. For the Guns N' Roses bought on Aerosmith or whatever it was. Alice in Chains bought on to Van Halen. But that's different. That's way higher caliber. But it all comes down to the green, and I don't know what happened to rock and roll in the United States. It's heartbreaking in a way because it fucking disappeared. So.
I'm glad you're still out there doing it, Tony. You guys are keeping it going and making it happen and whatnot. And sporting the ink and having the Beatle Girl fans chase you down the street and all that. I hate to say this, Tony, but you are a rock star, genuine. And that's a cool thing,
you
man.
Know, I appreciate that. I always said there's no becoming a rock star. You either are or you aren't. And it has no measurement on how successful your band is or not. Like Tracy Michaels was a friend of mine. Like, he was a drummer in this band, Peppermint Creeps. I couldn't stand his band. I loved him. I loved him because I used to tell him, hey, dude, take off that glam stuff and that makeup and come play in my band, blah, blah, blah. He would be like, fuck that, dude. He stuck to his vision, but he died with the sword. And you know what? How do you not respect that? You know what I mean?
Right.
I appreciate that.
I hear you. Let's do another track. We've done After the Morning. Let's go. What do you think we should do now? Alive and Well, Smack in the Middle of Hell, Alabama Slammer, or we're going to do the new single.
Alabama Slammer was our last single, one of the singles from the last CD, Till Death Do Us Part. And that's about this girl who, she was from Alabama, and she definitely broke my heart, that's for sure. It has nothing to do with the drink. It's just tongue-in-cheek.
Gotcha. Here it is. A Tale of Heartbreak and Alabama Slammer, Blacklist Union.
Time
That was Alabama Slammer, Blacklist Union. Outstanding, Tony. Outstanding. What a great track. I like that track a lot.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
You know, outstanding is one of those words that's not used often, and I appreciate that. Because I know when I use that word, I really mean it. You know what I mean? Thank you.
Exactly. Now, you had said that got your heart torn out by a gal, and that came out. Song sounds like you're coming out of that. We've all been through that, and it's nice when you're no longer in it. You know.
Remember how I was telling you the story where we released After the Morning, and 10 days later, my ex-wife died. During that process, I was like, oh no, I can't feel this. I'm like, I just went through this. I have a new record. I have to keep going. So we toured on the first record. We had some minor success, and we did another CD, Breaking Bread with the Devil. We toured on that, had some good success. Suddenly, I started becoming unglued and coming apart at the seams because I had all this unresolved grief over my ex-wife dying that I had not dealt with. And instead of immersing myself in drugs and alcohol, I immersed myself in work. So when that finally caught up to me, that girl, Alabama Slammer girl, was just like, oh, hell no, you know what I mean? And she split.
Right.
When she split, it was the kind of catalyst of my demise, so to speak. That's why I went on meds, psychotropic meds, almost fucking died, and all these kinds of things. So that song is very, very deep to me, and it's very meaningful to me. And every single Blacklist Union song there's a story behind it. You tell me the song, and I'll tell you the story. But that's the kind of stuff that I like. Bon Scott, like, he was a master of that. Robert Plant, Scott Weiland, dude, Lane, like, they told a story. They pulled you in. John Cash, Elvis, where it's captivating. It has to captivate you. What captivates people is realness, when it's real. Like, you might not be a musician or schooled on music, but I think the general population knows what's real and what's not.
Exactly, and it's that way, and you can tell it. I don't know yet. I haven't always been able to tell it, but maybe I got a couple of years under my belt now. Oh yeah, I can see bullshit walk in the room pretty quick. You know what I mean?
Sometimes you get fooled. I thought I could see that. I thought I was good at that too, and man, I've been fooled so many times.
Yeah, me too.
It's just wisdom, experience, and chalk it up to experience.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a quick break to hear from a couple other of our show sponsors. We'll be right back in just a minute. Stay tuned.
Do you like cosplay? Do you like video games? Do you like people in cosplay talking about video games? Then we have the perfect show for you.
It's Nerd O'Clock, a cosplay video cast sponsored by PropTroopers.com and hosted by Vinyl Kitty Cosplay, Winnie Blunt, and Kitum Girl Cosplay.
Tune into the show every Sunday at 9 at www.videocast.proptroopers.com.
Hi folks, are you looking for a custom gift for someone special in your life? Harper Lee Jewelry on Etsy offers custom hand-stamped jewelry created using pure aluminum, brass, copper, or new gold. Do you have a favorite inspiration or quote that you'd like to be represented? No worries, Harper Lee Jewelry on Etsy can create a custom cuff or necklace that represents your interests or ideas with a beautiful piece of jewelry. You can find them at harperleejewelry.etsy.com. Again, folks, that's harperleejewelry.etsy.com. Remember, guys, to mention Pop Rocks Radio on your next order from harperleejewelry.etsy.com. Thanks! Hey, everybody. Pop artist Jamie Roxx here. Hey, at the end of last year, some people, we've got quite a few inquiries where people wanted paintings, but the economy's getting better, but it's still rough for a lot of people, and they just can't afford my normal larger paintings. They love my work, but they just can't afford the big ones. So what we did on that is I've been picking different themes and painting smaller ones, 16 by 20 canvas, perfect size canvas for an apartment or a room. It's not overwhelming. It's not a big, huge thing you'd see in a gallery or in a big millionaire's house, but it's good. And what they are, we've been selling those on eBay. So if you go to the website, www.jamieroxx.us, you'll see the eBay auctions there. I try to have 4 or 5 per week up at all times, and we don't have any control over what those sell for. So you might get a good deal, but definitely worth checking out if you're on a budget. And I hope one of my original paintings will be hanging in your home soon. Thank you for your interest, and on back to the show now.
Yeah. Now, what do you think? Now, you've rode this wave of social media and all that in the music business. Because you started out 2004, that was a little bit past the Napster phase, but not too far.
I'm so not.
What do you think about it?
I think social media is anti-social media. Really, the reality of it, clubs and live music has suffered from it. People think they have real friends on that stuff or a social life on that thing.
Exactly.
There's no one's going and meeting each other and having some fun. There are people that still do that, of course, thank God. There's people that don't know about that. They think all that Facebook shit's real. And some of the people are so callous and mean. Many mean things are said about people, and people laugh at each other's suffering. I don't think it's good at all. I hate it. But it seems like it's a necessity. And, man, I held out on a computer. I didn't even buy a computer until 2009. You know what I mean? I don't want to fucking have anything to do with that shit. But it's unfortunately a necessity, dude. And I can't even run it. I have to have people run it for me. That's one of our biggest things that hurts us, is because I've never given a shit about that, and it hurt us really bad because we have low numbers and stuff, although our records have been reviewed Metal Hammer all around the world, critically acclaimed. But just now, Allison's helping me build a website with all that stuff on it, you know what I mean? And that's been one of our major fallbacks, is that our social media and internet presence wasn't strong. Despite all the great reviews and all the good controversy, it's it didn't matter. So
I hear you, Tony. I hear you, and I will go on the record as saying, I don't think I've ever said this on the air before, but I'll let people know. I don't have a smartphone. I don't have a cell phone. I just don't. Sort of how do people get in touch with you? I'm well, I'm not around, and the phone rings. They leave a message. I call them back.
So much better. I grew up like that. I liked it better that way. Myself. I find myself looking at this device.
Yeah, and it's somebody the other day, I was telling that too, and they said, what if somebody dies in the middle of the night? And I'm they're still going to be gone in the morning, and I'll be well rested to deal with it better. Crazy.
Hold on one second.
Crazy.
My daughter.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're on the air with Tony
He
West.
called his mommy? He went home with his mommy? My daughter, she's 2. She's yelling, E.T. just went home with his mommy. We're watching E.T.
There you go. Classic. A classic.
But where were we at?
No, that brings us to kids. How is that, being a rock star and father at the same time? You got through. You did all that stuff, all the crazy stuff. Not that you don't have crazy stuff left. All the destructive stuff, I should say.
Oh, yeah, destructive is a good word. Appetite for Destruction, right? That record came out and ruined my life. I told Slash, Duff, and Steven Adler that at different times, and they all had responses, but Steven Adler's was, it ruined my life too. And I was like, dude, no, it didn't. You've been getting paid for how many years now? It didn't ruin your life. But what was the question again?
How do you, is it hard to mix in being a rock star and father and whatnot?
It depends on where you're at in your life, emotionally, spiritually, all those things. I want to play a kick-ass rock and roll show, dude, for a great crowd and make them leave. Wow, that was kick-ass and great. I'm so inspired. It made me feel so good. And then I want to go home and hang out with my fiance and my 2 kids, dude. That's that's where I am at my life. And I can deliver on both. And I'm just not interested in going to the rainbow and talking shit. That's all that's happening in L.A. I don't care about that. And believe me, I've spent many years doing it, but I'm not there anymore. So
I'm the same way. I have friends, old clubbing friends and stuff, and they still do it. And God bless. Hey, as long as they're enjoying it, that's great. Man, I can think of nothing. Yeah. I go to a club now, and I got to tell you, man, 1 o'clock, I want to go home if I can last that long.
And I got friends that are still going out every night. They've been doing it for years. They'd be like, where you been? I'm like, dude, I have a life. I don't want to go out every night. I'm like, I have a business and kids and stuff. I don't want to drink and smoke every night.
And you like where you're at. I was watching some interview with somebody, and they were talking about somebody that used to party a lot, and they said, yeah, I like where I'm at. My life's good. Why would I poison myself? I'm like, yeah, exactly. I get that.
But that's another thing that comes with wisdom. It's like, when I was 15 years old, if someone told me that, I would have told them they were full of shit. You know what I mean? But, you know, it's like you learn it through experience. At least that's been.
I had a friend of mine tell me, Jaeger is your friend at 20, but at 40, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah.
One time, you just got to be careful. You know what I mean? I have lots of friends, dude, that have died from drugs and alcohol, and they're still dying. It's not stopping. You know what I mean?
And I tell you that people actually, they ask me all the time, they're like, especially my old friends and stuff. I went through a medical thing a couple years ago, and I was in the hospital for 3 months and shit, and it was crazy. It was serious, though. And they're like, did that get you to settle down and whatnot? And I'm like, no, man, age did. I know what I'm going to feel like the next morning if I drink the vodka out of the bottle. It's I don't want to go there, man. I don't that's no fun.
No. Dude, back in the day, we used to drink whiskey that just said whiskey on it from like Ralph's and stuff. And we're 20 years old drinking that garbage, and it'd give us 3 days hangover. Imagine 15, 20 years later.
Oh, God. Yeah. Wind up in a hospital or something. Yeah.
Yeah, and, you know, if you continue to party like that, it's going to affect your health. That's what happens. It includes smoking cigarettes, and I think the safest thing is weed.
I don't blame you there. And it's the strange thing, weed's going through this, there's like a weed revolution happening. I know people, all walks of life, lawyers, doctors, bankers, rock stars, that partake. And I always tell people, I've known a lot of cats that wound up in the pokey, beating on their wife or doing something knucklehead stuff, drinking. I've never known any of them on weed.
Look at someone that's been smoking. Look at someone that's been smoking weed every day for 20 years, and then look at someone that's been smoking cigarettes and drinking alcohol every day for 20 years. And then ask them some questions about their life. And I can guarantee you it's going to be two completely different paths, you know what I mean? One destructive, crazy, insane one, and then one kind of peaceful, maybe lazy kind of one. Or not lazy, but kick back and at ease. You know?
Exactly. At ease. That's a good one. Let's play. We've got 2 tracks, and I want to just keep going here. We've got, I guess the next one we're going to play is Alive and Well, Smack in the Middle of Hell. Now, what's the scoop on this one, Tony?
Like I said in the beginning of the interview, the nonsense and like scam boogery and the idiotness and the arrogance and all the shit you have to deal with to chase your dreams in the U.S. I hear in Europe they actually pay their artists and shit, but like I've been through a lot of shit with my band and my life, and I'm still standing and I'm still breathing and I still look good. I'm still relatively in shape and I can still rock the house. So hence Alive and Well, Smack in the Middle of Hell. And it's about being just walking through the madness despite what gets thrown at you, looking forward and going forward.
There you go. Here it is, folks. This is Alive and Well, Smack in the Middle of Hell. Blacklist Union. Blacklist Union, Alive and Well, Smack in the Middle of Hell. What a great song, man. I got to tell you, Tony, man, the guys are jamming like nobody's business on this stuff, man. That's a great band.
Yeah, thank you. I wrote this whole new CD with Todd Youth, who I've known him since I was 15. He didn't know me, but when I was a kid, I used to go see his bands, and he played in Murphy's Law, and he started the Cro-Mags, Agnostic Front, and all these great punk rock bands. And he played in Degeneration and with Danzig, Ace Frehley, but he's my friend, and he's a true punk rocker, and he's a true rock and roller, and I really love that guy. He's like a brother to me, and we really had a lot of fun writing and recording this album. And whatchamacallit, the one thing about this CD is the first three are very dark, almost as if I was casting out my demons. And with this one, it's a lot like casting out my pain in the first three. But this one's a lot lighter, and it's about having fun and a kick-ass time and enjoying yourself. And it's really important to enjoy yourself and have joy in your life. Shit, man. I'm listening to our songs, and I'm listening to the songs, and I've been really down lately about the business and some of the band members and stuff. And it's the music. It's all about the music, and I really love Blacklist Union's music, and my heart and soul is in that stuff, and I love it. You know what I mean? And I'm a true believer of rock and roll, dude. It's been the only thing I've ever wanted to do since I was 5 years old, and I think it's some kick-ass music, and it's just so hard to let people even know we exist. That's our whole struggle, dude. In an age with the internet and stuff, it makes no sense. But we need a little help, a little love. We really want to get to Europe, dude. I've been trying to do that for a few years. We had one promoter who said, send us a couple $100 and we'll do this for you, and I did it, and we got ripped off, and that whole thing. I
was just talking to a band on the other side of that, a metal band out of Birmingham, and they had that exact same thing happen, but the opposite. Their big thing, we got to get to the States. We got to get to the States. And the same, and the sharks in the business are just bad. You know what I mean?
Dude, it's 9.5 out of 10 people are sharks. You know what I mean? It's like that. It's really fucked up. And I've pretty much met most of them and told them all to fuck off. And that hasn't behooved me. You know what I mean? Because I always say, and my only thing is do what you say you're going to do. Like I was saying how Allison does what she says, and she keeps her word. She has integrity. Have some fucking integrity and do what you say you're going to do. And if you don't, then I'm going to call you out. And what happens, especially in LA and the entertainment business, is people don't like when you call them out on their bullshit because it's all bullshit. You know what I mean? But I just don't have fucking time for it.
The thing to do, and you're doing the right thing, man, Tony, you're doing the right thing, is that surround yourself with people that do have integrity and whatnot. That's the, Tony, I hear what you're saying. My patience level for flakiness is just, oh man, it's going to give me a stroke.
Yeah, it's non-existent.
So and there's some people, and oh man, I think I don't know which is worse, the art business or the music business, but I don't think flakiness is cute. It's not an enduring quality that some of these people seem to think it is. It's like, how are you still alive on the planet? I don't understand.
Just being a coward and being a shell and having no soul to me, and I just don't operate. Even in your art, you have to have integrity in your art too. Believe me, dude, I was just singing in my hero's band, dude, okay? In my hero's band. Mm-hmm. There is no integrity in the way they run things there, in business-wise, and the material they've chosen. They've chosen material that doesn't even have to do with the singer of the band who died. And I left my hero's band and I was doing that at a labor of love. Blacklist Union is my band, but I was doing this other band as a labor of love, and because I learned everything I knew from this man. And I had to step down because it was no integrity, man, at all, dude. And I just couldn't be a part of it. I couldn't sell out my hero, although his own brother was doing it. I couldn't do it.
I hear you.
I've questioned if that was the right decision or not, but you know what? It was, because I'm keeping my integrity, dude. I'm not selling myself out or anything. I'm keeping it real, and that's important.
And it's the right decision for you to make. That's what you got to do, is you just got to stand firm. Hey, I've even made terrible decisions before, and when it may be the world's worst decision ever, but at least I stuck to it. And it's just, life's just like that sometimes. It's just crazy, and you just got to keep rocking and smiling and keep it going on. That's cool,
smiling
man.
And dialing.
smiling and dialing, baby. I tell you. And the other thing is that too is you have to keep the people around you happy as well. You know what I mean? That's very important. You can't just piss off everybody that's rooting for you there. That ain't gonna work.
No, it's a team. You have to have a team. There has to be a team, and it's just like a sports team. But guess what? They pay those sports team people like $1 million at least to be on that team. So those people are valuable. They've proven themselves. And when you're coming from nothing out of the streets, it's very hard to pull together that team. In fact, just now I'm getting my business team together more so than even my own members in my band. You know what I mean? I have 2 kick-ass guitar players that I really like playing with, and guess what? They're not even from the U.S., dude, so that tells you a lot right there.
Now, Tony, the next track we're going to play, now this is Rock and Roll Outlaw. Now tell us about this. This is a B-side or it's the A-side?
It's a B-side.
It's a B-side.
It's a Rose Tattoo cover. Rose Tattoo wrote Nice Boys Don't Play Rock and Roll, and I've been called the Outlaw Tony West since I was 16 years old, and my friend Scotty Slam gave me that nickname. It's not a name I chose, but it stuck, that's for sure. And I tattooed on my stomach, actually, it says Outlaw. Todd Youth was like, hey, man, we got to do Rock and Roll Outlaw by Rose Tattoo, man. Come on, you're the Outlaw Tony West. I'm like, okay. I love Rose Tattoo, and I knew the song, so I was honored to do it, especially with Todd. And Matt Starr played drums on it, too, and Matt's an incredible drummer and an incredible guy, yeah.
Very cool. Here it is. I want to get it before we run out of time. This is Rock and Roll Outlaw. This is going to be released later this year, right?
Correct.
Awesome. Here it is. Check this out, everybody.
Love me like the people.
So that was Rock and Roll Outlaw by Blacklist Union. I've got Tony West on the line with us here. Tony, I dig that track a lot. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, thank you. I love that one. Rose Tattoo is a great band that never made it so much in the States, but if you never heard of them, man, they're so great. And they got great songs. Another one's Who's Got the Cash is a great one. And, of course, Nice Boys Don't Play Rock and Roll. But they have 2 CDs that are a must. One's called Scarred for Life, and the other one's called Rock and Roll Outlaw. And Angry Anderson is the singer. He's like this short little bald guy with like broken teeth all tatted up and stuff. It's rad.
Awesome. Now, everybody, blacklistunion.com is the website to go to. And when you get there, why, there's Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, and you can buy all of Blacklist Union's music on, they have everything listed right here. Amazon, CD Baby, Reverb Nation. And if you don't have the Pocket Cash and you want to listen to them, you can always listen to them on Spotify as well. And that's cool. Don't steal their stuff. Listen to them on Spotify. You don't have to steal their stuff. That's not cool.
We always got good deals, packages going on our website, on our .com, too. We're putting together some merch packages, especially when the new release comes out, where you can get all 4 CDs and a shirt for $40 or putting something like that together. Yeah.
Very cool. That's awesome,
we want to get people,
awesome.
Yeah, we want people to hear the music, and it's more important than the almighty dollar at this point. Shit.
I hear you. That's awesome. Very cool. We're almost out of time, but I just want to thank you, Tony, for taking the time out of your busy schedule and coming on the show. And it's an honor to meet you and everything. I want you to keep rocking and everything. It's, like I said, your band's one of my favorite rock bands. Very cool band.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.
Awesome. And good luck to everything that's going on. And thank your fiancée, your little gal there, for letting you take a little bit of time to be on the show tonight as well.
Thanks, man. You have yourself a good night, and thanks to you and to your fans as well. And hit us up online if you would like to talk. So
definitely. Have a great one. We'll talk to you soon. Everybody, today what is today? Today's Tuesday. We will be back this Thursday. We will see you then. Have a great night, everybody. Bye.
Hej, det här är Hicks från Sverige och ni lyssnar till Pop Roxx Radio med Jamie Roxx.
Blog Talk Radio.